What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. To my surprise, we have another race day. Looks like the bad weather, the winter, has kind of held off on us a little bit, and that has allowed us to get another race in for the season. So today, we're gonna do just a little bit of work to the cart, get it loaded up, and get ready to head to the track tonight. Now, fortunately, last time out, it didn't hurt anything. I've already drained the oil and done an oil change. The oil looked really good, so the billet rod and the new bearing is doing its job pretty well. The cart didn't get banged up. Now, I will say, I gotta do something about this here. My clutch that I don't have on right now is eating into my seat and still eating into my side, and I don't wanna run another good pair of pants that way. So I think I'm gonna take some plastic or something and go over this just so it has a barrier in between me and the clutch there, at least until next season when I plan on getting me another seat. Rather than running the Maxis again, I'm running Vegas this time around. They're a real rubber tire rather than a synthetic rubber tire, and I've had better luck on them personally. They're just, with the track conditions, we've been starving for rain here for a while, and so the track's been on the drier, dustier side. So I believe the Vegas will give me just a little better grip. Not saying that the Maxis wouldn't, but I just can't get mine soft enough. I guess I'm just not working them right or for long enough. So what I need to do now is get the cart outside. I'm gonna get it cleaned up. I'm gonna throw the clutch on. I'm gonna swap rear gear. I run an 11 tooth driver. I have been running a 61 rear tooth, and then I swapped to a 66, and that felt like way too much gear. I don't have a tack currently, so I'm just kind of guessing. But I'm gonna swap from a 66 to a 64 tooth gear, kind of find that middle spot and see how it does for me tonight. So anyway, let's get this thing washed up, get it assembled, stuck on the trailer, and we should be ready to head to the track. I just want to say that normally I take the engine off, but I also don't normally wait till race day to start cleaning this thing. Normally I'll clean it up on a Sunday after, tear the engine off of it, get it good and cleaned up. But no time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and swap my gears out. I'm going from I believe this is a 63 or a 62, 63, something like that. It's all I could get at the track. A fellow racer loaned it to me, and I really appreciate him for that. Mr. Chris Smith, he really helped me out. Now I have a new 64, because that's what I initially wanted, but just didn't have it there. So what do you guys think about the go-kart stuff? Is it worth watching? And I did order some GoPro mounts, like a chest mount and a hat mount, so maybe when I'm working on stuff I can put like a POV cam on. Maybe. What do you think? What do y'all think about the POV stuff? I know when it comes to racing these, the point of view, I like watching it. I don't know about you, but I like watching it. I'm hoping tonight we do a little better. I'm gonna try to be a little more aggressive on the restarts, and try to do a little better about maybe if I'm faster than somebody, pushing them out of the way. And so I'm pretty excited to try this stuff out. Another thing is I want to try turning with the brakes. If I'm too fast on corner entry, rather than letting off the throttle and then getting on the brake, I want to try to be wide open and just use the brake to make me turn. I think that's the way that you're supposed to do it, but that's not the way that I have been doing it, and it may be hurting me, It may have been hurting me. Now I gotta stick the clutch on it. I appreciate Uncle Adam for letting me borrow his clutch again, because mine, she ain't stalling like she should. So let me get this stuck on there. All right, we're down at Uncle Adam's shop. Got a couple of race and go-karts in here. And this is where I've been prepping my tires. So we've been put some outside prep on them. I've already rolled them with inside prep earlier this week. I've got them punching decent, I believe. Let's see. So high 30s, around 40-ish. All right, so I've got my tires staggered here, and this weekend we're gonna try on the rear. We've got 1.25 inch stagger. On the front, we've got 1.5 inch stagger. I kind of wanted to get a little less out of the rear, but we're gonna try it. I've got them punching pretty decent right now, but I gotta get everything loaded up, get everything packed onto the truck, then I'll bolt the wheels on, and we'll be almost ready to hit the track. All right, let's get this fella loaded up. It's kind of difficult solo because this cart doesn't attach to the stand in any other way besides zip ties. So if I just pull up on the cart right here, it comes loose from the stand. We're gonna try though. Please don't come loose. Oh, it come loose. There we go. There we go. One thing I noticed earlier was that I am working on borrowed time with these axle bearings. They're in not very good shape. Should have caught that earlier, but I didn't. Maybe it'll make it through this race. Hey, that ain't going nowhere. Onwards. Well, we have made it to the racetrack. It's kind of cold out tonight. I think there's a lot of stuff going on, so I don't expect a huge turnout, but there'll probably still be 40 or 50 carts here. I'll show you our setup when we get back over here to it. I had to go get my tire cleaner, but it's looking pretty good so far. Here's our little setup here. Got old 68 posted up. You see my little chair repair. Keep me from tearing into the side of my pants again. We're topped off with fuel. Tire pressures are set. Tires been prepped. Now we just wait for the heat races. Well, wait for the driver's meeting, then heat races, then we get into it. So I'll keep you posted.
Back owners at the driver's meeting.
All right, me and Jerry going up. We're going up for the hot laps. Say hey, Jerry. Hi. Wish us luck. Crank it up. Yeah, go ahead and crank it up. All right, let's get a little heat in it. Felt pretty good.
Yeah, you look good.
It's cutting up a little.
I can see that.
Don't touch that cart.
No, it looked good.
You was tracking it down and you started off way later than me.
Yeah, no, it felt really good.
Are you cutting? Like, is it cutting out?
Yeah, that's it cutting out.
I thought I heard that because it is that, or you were getting like letting off and getting
No,
it.
I had
it
it.
sounds like cutting out.
I had it to the floor the whole time.
Outlaw, you're up next.
Felt really good.
Yeah, look good.
If I could,
Other than that cutting out.
yeah, that's not me. Then again, it could have been cold, or
Yeah.
I need to check the plug.
Are you recording still?
So far, so good. All right, we just did the hot lap. Kart felt really good. It was cutting up a little bit, but it's been sitting with fuel in it for 2 weeks now, so I'm not gonna make any changes. I'm gonna see if it clears up on its own. The tires, the bagger, everything is doing really good. I tried driving that time with the brake rather than the gas. I just had it floored the whole time. I was turning with the brake. It was on rails. If we can keep that up, I think we'll do really good tonight. Especially if it'll clear up. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes here in a minute for the heat races. I may have raced the whole heat with the choke on. But that's what happened, is the choke was on.
Really?
And so I was like, oh God, and I opened it up and she took off. It's fast, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I saw you messing with it because you backed up. I was like, what the hell, what happened?
Yeah, it's
And then,
fine.
Like, you just, you took off. I was like, all right then.
The setup is fine, the kart's fine. Very good, very good, very good.
Yeah, we're going through the races pretty fast tonight.
Note to self. Open. Open. All right. Not bad. My mistake to start with. Turns out it's not very fast when you try to race with the choke on. Live and learn. it felt good.
Yeah.
Felt good,
It
but
looked good.
yeah, it looked good. That first place guy, he was on rails, I guess.
Yeah, he was hauling.
He was out. Said I finished on the pole.
Yeah, he did.
Come up a spot. It was some good racing.
Yeah. Good way to end the season.
Yeah, the cart did fine. Am I right? Good. Well, here we are, morning after the race, and I think we finished third in the feature race. I think there were 5 in it in total. Started 4th, moved up to 3rd. Felt really good running these Vegas. I did try a slightly different driving style last night, which was keeping the throttle mashed all the way down and steering with the brake. And we actually got out after the race was over, and I didn't get any film of that, unfortunately. I had an issue with the GoPro. But we just made some practice laps around, and I figured out that I could have flat-footed turn 1 and 2 with no brake input at all, and I could just barely mash the brake for turn 3 and 4 and make it around. And I probably made the fastest rounds I did all night during the little practice session after the fact. So the driver error kind of kept me on this. I think my I need some rear axle bearings. Without the help of the wheels, it doesn't turn very free. I actually drove another buddy's cart last night, and it's much freer than mine. Looks like we almost lost some weight here. Luckily that didn't come off, but I think the engine survived just fine after we finally decided to open the choke up. But I think that was really the last race of the season there. For next year, what I'll probably do is I will probably start taking the body off this thing and stripping it down, strip the chassis down and clean it up and paint it. It's not really serious enough for me. I don't feel like I'm a serious enough racer here to go and buy a new chassis, spend a lot of money on a new chassis. So the chassis is plenty good enough to be a top 3, a front runner chassis all night long. So I think I'm gonna clean it up this winter, go ahead and repaint it, strip it down, sandblast it, repaint it, get some fresh hardware for the body. The body survived all season. I don't even know if I have a crack in it. It's an old hard plastic body, but for my weight class, I mean, there's no sense in upgrading anything lighter. I think I'm gonna clean it up, paint it up. I think I'm gonna grab a new seat. My little plastic piece here helped. It definitely helped. It didn't get into my legs or anything like that. So I think I'm gonna grab a new seat. I think I'm gonna get a tachometer for next year so I can finally see what kind of RPM we might be turning. And some new bearings. The front bearings are good. I'm gonna grab some spares just anyway. But I think we survived. I think we survived another season of racing. Learned a lot. Glad I did it. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see now that the racing's over with. We're in the middle of building the Festiva. I'm thinking about getting the dart together and fixing the dart, so I may make some content on that. Anyway, appreciate you for watching. We'll see you next time.